Maki's got one run to make this count. They cannot reset now.
Holy crap. Imagine if they don't improve the time and that's what we're left with. That's crazy.
Go Yancha, go Yancha, go.
Go Yancha, go Yancha, go.
Maki's run.
Maki's on a god pace? Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh good.
Yancha.
Yancha improving his time to
Nice.
0.75.
45-7.
Maki on his final run coming up to the
Maki can do
pipe.
better than that though.
Down to this last.
It is down to this jump.
Oh, they might have messed up the pipe exit.
Yancha winning by
What the hell? Holy
No.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
That literally.
That just
Whoa!
We're in the numbers we cannot see. Yonjay is.
Whoa!
No, this is not a tie. Yonjay wins here.
This isn't a tie. Yanche wins. The game does calculate the numbers past what it shows. So Yanche was just that barely much faster.
Hey guys, welcome to Zeepcast. Today I am joined by Sandals.
Hello.
Today we're going to be 1v1ing the Cup of the Day track after the amazing competition we had today.
Yep, it'll be fun. The map was great for the competition, I think. It's nice, like relatively easy to get a time, but it takes a while to really figure it out and get all the nuances down. So good job with build.
Oh yeah. I noticed a lot of people were struggling at the very beginning, trying to get their times lower and lower and lower.
Yeah, I mean, there are kind of like multi-paths here at this like first left-hand turn here, the upper, the wall ride, the lower, being able to tell like which way is the fastest. Like, I think most people were wall riding way longer than they should have, like just wasting time doing that
Right.
before realizing.
When I was making the map, I actually thought the wall ride was going to be faster as well.
Yeah, I assumed it would be. I was kind of like, I did 2 runs wall riding and it was like, wow, I'm slower. And it's like, I really am slow. Like, I did it again, like, nah, I must have done something weird. And it's like, no, I really am slower, huh? Like, it seems like it should be faster. It's just less traveling, but I guess that you get some speed on that downhill.
Right. Yeah, and if you hit the jump absolutely perfect, you're going to have way more speed heading out of that jump.
Oh, yeah. And you don't really need any arms up on that jump either, like to land it as smooth as possible. Like maybe a tap at the beginning, but it's not a lot. That was actually something in the cup I didn't really figure out. I was definitely arms upping that too long. But it gets a little extra speed if you can catch that downhill. I think I want to hit that checkpoint 175 speed. That'll be a fast run.
Yeah, 175 seems to be like the max out right there.
Yeah, I think that's my max. My issue with this map during the cup was the finish. I did not know to air brake. I was just smashing into the bottom of the ring the whole time. And just hoping.
That's the biggest complaint that I heard throughout the whole thing was the risky finish being just a little too risky.
Yeah, there were a good amount of DNFs, surprisingly. Like, I mean, it's a pretty easy map, but there were a few rounds with like 6 DNFs, and then the first 2 Elim round had like 5 DNFs or something like that. So it was way more than 2 Elims, but I mean, I think it really comes down to just not knowing to air brake. I was spectating, and I think a lot of people were doing kind of the same thing, because your car rotates forward, and then you just clip the ring if you're like rotated too much. So I wish I had known that during the cup, but it would have. It's still a super nice map, like really nice flow. I still ended up getting out with a safe time, not even like risky. Oh no. 1. Solid time, 46.0. I don't know what my PB was earlier in the cup. I want to say it was a 46-1, something like that. But I mean, I was definitely on 45 pace runs that just didn't get into the finish. And then, yeah, Maki and Yanja were basically 45 every round. They're crazy.
I still can't believe the finish. A million.
Oh, I know.
That's just ridiculous.
The exact same times. It was like, we looked up what their decimals were. I think it was 0.00013, I believe. It was like 13 100,000ths.
0.006.
Yeah, that sounds roughly right. It was pretty crazy. I mean, that's what,
1-3 apart or something like that.
yeah, like 13 100,000ths of a second.
Right.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, they were both just zooming. But Maki can be beaten. That was the first non-Maki win in a couple of the day he played in.
Right.
My win was his map, and Round's win, he didn't make it. So he can be beaten. There's a 45.
Now, if I don't get a 45 in here, I do have a backup validation run already recorded where I did get a 45.
Just overlay it on one of the rounds.
Right.
Do a little Photoshop of the leaderboard. The 45s aren't easy. I mean, it's basically 0 mistakes if you get a 45. Like, that's... I think, I want to say the best time all cup was a 45.5 by Maki. That's... yeah, that's blazing. 7-0 I was my PB of just, like, hanging out, playing it for a bit after, when there wasn't stress. I was so stressed round 1, I thought I was getting out because, well, yeah, I hit the bottom of the ring on my first run, and then second run messed up that left-hand turn and reset with, like, barely enough time to get our time in. Like, sniped the safe finish with 1 second left. I was so stressed. People in chat were already like, Sandals out round 1. I'm like, do I even make a video if I get out round 1? I was sweating. And it makes it so much harder. Like, if you just, like, put me on this map and we're like, oh, go get a time. Okay, fine, no problem. If it's like, you have 1 chance, go get a time, it's so much more stressful. Oh, I saw that. You were right at the finish.
I actually did better my time a little bit. Just barely.
Oh, did you reach the finish? On my screen, it cut out before. But yeah, the ghosts aren't like 100% accurate with the latency and whatnot.
Right. So what inspired you to start Cup of the Day for Zkiss?
It was just gonna be something fun. I mean, obviously, the camp, like, it originates in Trackmania. People make videos and play it all the time, and I was like, oh, this would be like cool, fun to do in Zkiss. So I just made a map for Cup of the Day of like the first one and hosted the first one, and just, yeah, people enjoyed playing in it, wanted to play more, and then just a bunch of the community reached out and was like, hey, can I make a map? I want to help. Like, how can I help? And without the support, we wouldn't be able to have one a week, but there's just been so much support from everyone wanting to play in it. And I mean, it is fun. It's very different from normal Zkiss. It's a lot more stressful. Every run counts, which is like, I feel like normal Zkiss, you join an online lobby, everyone's like trying for their best possible time, going for world record on every single run. And Cup of the Day, it's like, you can't really do that. I think some people still do, but it's not a good strategy.
Right.
But yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I mean, the Zkiss community in general is pretty awesome with just helping out. Mao's been helping with like testing all the maps, because obviously I can't play them beforehand. That's kind of the point. But like, I want to make sure that the maps are like competitive or like looked over for cuts or things like that. So Mao's been super helpful with that. Urko created a mod that does all of the hosting completely automatically. So that's just awesome. That's so much easier to organize with it.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Nice. I got a pretty solid time, so you're gonna need a good run. Yeah, but last week was the first one we used Urko's mod, and it was a bit buggy, kind of as expected, I suppose. A little lag, a little, like, it was kicking people when it was supposed to be letting people spectate. Like, it was kicking people who were out, so, like, that was good, but it was set to let people spectate, but he's been doing a lot of work on it, and everything seems to be fixed with it. Everything's good, so super impressed. .46.1's a solid time.
Yeah, not bad. Only 0.2 off of my PB.
I mean, the 45s are, I mean, basically no mistakes, like no skidding at all, like full speed conservation. Do not have time for this run.
Nice 180.
I wonder, I probably couldn't hit the risky full backwards, but I could probably get to the safe finish the whole way backwards from there. That'd be fun.
Was that 3 wins already?
That was 3. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Kicked my butt. Like I thought.
I think I 45'd all of them.
Oh my god.
I now that I know to air brake at the finish line, it's so much easier. I wish I could have figured that out during the cup. Yeah, there were people putting down some fast times, but I like my odds on this map. I felt like I was having good runs. I just wasn't actually getting into the finish, which is frustrating. But oh well, that's kind of cup. That's like the point of Cup of the Day. Anyone can get out at any time. If you miss one little thing, then like you're just in trouble. Like it's all about learning the map, really.
That's it. 100%.
Yeah, obviously the more experienced drivers are gonna have the better lines, tighter lines, more consistent. But if you're just missing out on something, then none of that really matters. I know Warkins was like the exact same as me when I was watching. He, I believe, got 5th and was just got out because he was smashing into the bottom of the ring. There were a lot of people with that issue. It wasn't just me.
Right. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. Thanks for making the map.
Yeah, exactly. Well, have a good one. Bye.
Bye.